My name is Stephanie Spaniel. I just got married a couple weeks ago, so my last name is changed to Brown. I have entered the 2017 First Phorm Athlete Search, and one of the videos needs to be titled, Why Am I First Phorm? I am First Phorm because I am a wife, a mother. I am First Phorm because I am a competitor. I am First Phorm because I'm a paramedic. I'm a firefighter. I am dedicated. I am disciplined. I am First Phorm because I am loyal. I am outgoing. I am a go-getter. I am First Phorm because I am always up for a challenge. And I'm always in the pursuit of changing who I am and being happy. I love to challenge myself in every way possible. And if I don't find something that's not right with myself, then I change it because I am in control. I feel that everyone is First Phorm in their own way. Andy didn't wake up one day with this idea to have this amazing supplement line, have all these stores, all these followers, these believers, these customers that use his product. Every product has been tested and redone. There's been trials, there's been errors. He's had to give sacrifice, his family's had to sacrifice, dedication, discipline to get to where he wants to be today. And that didn't happen in one day. I wasn't born being everything I am today. It has taken me years and decades to mold myself into the person that I want to be. It's taken trials and many errors. But I can tell you that every year I am happier than my past. And that's all that I want to do in life, is to be a better me. So I'm going to try to shorten up my 38 years into a short video, and then do some other videos later on that kind of describe my life a little bit better. So in high school, I was a cheerleader. I played basketball. I ran track in grade school. I did normal sports. Grew up in the country. When I was 18, I did a semester of college, and then I left after that semester and started a full-time job in law enforcement. Pursued that for 13 years. In that 13 years, I kept up with my fitness as far as weightlifting and cardio. Nothing major. About 5 years into law enforcement, I started to realize how important being in shape was for my safety, for my coworkers' safety, and just for overall health. I was not a healthy person by no means. I wasn't educated in health. I just knew the basics of what I saw people do in the gym, and then I tried to mimic that and see how that changed my body. So 5 years into law enforcement, I started working out more, was more dedicated into my workouts, started researching more about nutrition, and became very interested in it. So I started to pursue that. For a few years, I started running 5Ks, which developed into 10K half marathon, a couple of those. And then one day I was at the gym, and somebody approached me and said, "Are you getting ready for the show?" And I had no idea what they were talking about. I lived in Illinois at the time. There really wasn't anything around that guided me into sports or nutrition. So I said, "No, I'm not doing the show," and I walked away. And I'm like, I don't even know what he's talking about. Within that week, 2 other people approached me that I didn't know and asked me if I was competing in the show. So then I got curious, and I looked at what they were talking about. And at that point, bikini really wasn't a thing. It was more figure for my body type. I was mid 120s, had some muscle tone, more than what I had had previously. So I decided, why not? I entered the competition. I'm always up for something different. So it was a couple months that I had for training and looking into what I needed to do, and really didn't give myself the time because I didn't know what I was getting into. But that really pushed me to be excited about competing. At the time, my daughter was, well, I think she was about 7 when I started competing. A couple years go by, we decide to move to Missouri and completely change life. I moved down to the St. Louis area from Illinois and left law enforcement after 13 years, started a job in personal training, and really started getting into my competing in that. Within that first year of living here, I won my pro card, and the gym that I was working at the time didn't pan out. They closed their doors last minute, so I had to kind of scramble to figure out what I was going to do with my life. But within that week, it's like so many doors opened and other doors closed. So at the same time, these were closing and I was freaking out about where my career was going. Doors were opening as to what am I going to do with my life from here on. And I always loved the part of law enforcement where it felt like I was doing something. My job was important. And I liked personal training in the aspect I felt like I was helping somebody. And that was important. One had really good pay, and the other pay wasn't so great. Benefits on one side and not so much on the other side. And I was raising a daughter, being a single mom. So I really had to think about our future. Not just me, I can't be selfish. What am I going to do that I could continue doing what I love, yet be financially secure and be happy? Because I left law enforcement because I wasn't happy at all. Pay was great. I wasn't happy. So out of the blue, I was talking to a guy in a store. We were kind of from the same area in Illinois. And he said, have you ever thought about firefighting? And I said, well, girls do that? And he laughed and he said, you were in law enforcement for 13 years. How could you not think that girls can be a firefighter? And I said, well, I just never seen one. And the job really never occurred to me. So I went home that night and I was ecstatic. Everything that I read about, everything that I found was everything that I wanted. I could help people. I could challenge myself physically the entire time. I could make a difference. And it's a career. It's a lifelong career that you want to retire from and that you're proud in. I also realized from law enforcement that I missed my work family, that bond as a family that you have with each other, that you have each other's backs, that you're not going to let each other fail or fall. And I saw that in the fire community. Excuse me. So within the next week, I was signed up for the CPR class I needed to have. I was signed up for EMT school. Because I had lost my job at the gym because they closed their doors, I had a huge financial burden that I needed to fulfill. So I was working 4 to 5 jobs at once, being a single mom. I have no family here. That was difficult. It was very difficult. And my daughter and I, thankfully, have a really good relationship, and she is very independent, very supportive. We've always had each other. We've always been there for each other. Thankfully, she was a little older, so she didn't need me to be hands-on all the time. I began this journey, and it took me 3 years for EMT school, for the fire academy, and for medic school. In that time, I wasn't making enough money at the end to keep up with my personal training certifications, so I had to let that go, which really was disheartening because I loved people calling me up and saying, hey, can you take me to the gym? Can you show me what to do? Can you give me some advice on my nutrition? Can you go grocery shopping with me? Can you do this? And once I lost my certification, I no longer had that legal background to be covered. Can I sit and have a conversation? Of course. Can we work out together and hang out? Yes, of course. But I just couldn't fall back on my certification anymore. So, 3.5 years after I finished school, I got my first job, and I couldn't be happier. The struggles were worth every minute, and I'm completely happy where I am. Just like I'm pretty sure Andy is completely happy where his company is. All those fails, trials, and errors, all the ups and downs were so devastating in the moment, but they were so worth it. And now my fire district is putting me through a peer fitness program, which gives me the ability to get my training certification with the fire district and able to train in that degree. After that's all said and done next year, I'm going to go back and get my training certification so I could go back into the public and be a part of that again, because I really miss it. I don't miss that being a full-time job. I miss the part of the bonds that you make with your customers, your clients. You know, they became my family. You know, if they couldn't make a training session, it wasn't so much I'm devastated. It's like, why? What's wrong? Do you feel like you're not on the top today? Do you feel like you don't feel good? Do you just aren't motivated? What can I do to help you? And I miss that part. So I'm looking forward to getting that. You know, my life has changed a lot lately, and I tried to compete in this last year, and I had too much on my plate. I just got a new job. My husband and I at the time were just moving in together. It was a lot to be on my plate to be able to put myself in this position. And now that all the dust has settled from all of that, I am married now, and things have calmed down. I can focus on this part, and I'm really excited because I love where my life is, and I don't know if I'll ever do another show again. It's been a little over a year. I'm not sure where that part of my life is going. I've kind of turned my direction into doing Combat Challenge. If you don't know what that is, it's a firefighter combat challenge, and you should look up the videos. It is extremely difficult. Totally different kind of training and nutrition than when I walk on stage. So we'll see where my life goes. But to end this, I am first Phorm. I've been first Phorm my entire life. And just like Andy has built his company to where he wants it to be, and he's continuing to build it where he sees that it should be, I wake up every day and I challenge myself to change. I look in the mirror, and if I'm not happy with something, that's on me. I change that. I have complete control over that, for the most part. There are some things that I'm just born with that I learned a lot. And there's things that I can control and find my happiness that I've done. And now that the stressors of finding a career and finishing school and all that are over, I can totally dedicate again to myself, challenging who I am, being a better competitor. I'm excited, and I hope that I get to be all a part of that with First Phorm. We'll see where it goes. Thank you.